welcome. You're watching Head to Head. I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV. Today we're working at Fintech Forum here in Kyiv, Ukraine, and right now I'm going to be speaking with Takeshi Kito. He is the board member of the Fintech Association of Japan. Hello, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So being a director of the board of the Fintech Association in Japan, how would you describe the fintech ecosystems of Japan?
Yeah, Japanese fintech ecosystem is still growing, but we have some problem. The biggest problem is that our ecosystem is domestic. So most of the Japanese fintech startups do not want to go abroad. So that's why I'm here in Ukraine.
To bring it to the world.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you've said that almost all of the startups in Japan are domestic. In your opinion, could Ukraine take that experience and potentially use it within our fintech ecosystem?
Sorry, what?
Could Ukraine take the experience of Japan and take our startups that are being started here in Kyiv, also make them domestic, and therefore make the fintech ecosystem grow here in Ukraine as well?
Yeah, I think so. So to solve our problem in Japan, I'm really keen to collaborate with other countries' fintech associations. And actually, we signed MOU with more than 20 fintech associations in the world. And also, we developed strong relationship with other APAC fintech associations as a multilateral network.
We've just learned that this is your first time here in Ukraine and in Kyiv as well. Do you plan in the nearest future, or maybe in the long run future, do you plan to start any projects here?
Yes, of course. Actually, we signed MOU with Ukrainian Fintech Association today. So maybe first step will be exchange our opinions and information together and bring delegations to Ukraine and vice versa. Okay,
that sounds very promising. I also know that you have been working as an investment banker for some time. How would you evaluate the investment climate of Ukraine these days?
I think, yes, Japanese investment banking industry is still, let's say, not digitized yet. So recently, we are working with Japanese broker-dealer and securities companies to transform their system and operation to a digitized one. So maybe that will be a good, example for you.
Digitalizing the banking sector, is it a boost for economy? Would it give a boost for Ukrainian economy?
Yeah, I think so.
So how should we approach it then? What should be done in Ukraine to digitalize the banking sector as fast as possible and as effective as possible?
I think discussion or conversation with a multi-stakeholder is quite important because it's a digital transformation of the industry. So we, entrepreneurs, cannot do that by ourselves. So we have to collaborate with the regulators, central banks, and the users, consumers, and many financial institutions. So that's it. I think it's important to achieve a digital transformation in the industry.
Well, I think you've read about Ukraine a little bit before coming here. Is there any particular sector that you consider of Ukrainian economy? Is there any particular sector of Ukrainian economy that you consider to be the most prone to get investments into?
I think cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity, okay.
I think it's getting more important for fintech industry. Not only fintech, but whole financial industry. Yeah, and I heard that Ukraine has good programmers and engineers. So I think there's huge opportunity for Ukrainian cybersecurity companies to collaborate with Japanese or other countries' fintech ecosystems.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
That was Takeshi Kito. He is the director of the board of Fintech of Japan. Thank you so much for watching Head to Head. Stay tuned with UATV for more.